and welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories with Missy Lane. Since Easter's right around the corner, I'm going to read to you tonight The Littlest Bunny in Pittsburgh. I'm going to dedicate it to my friend Anna, who lives right here in Pittsburgh. This is an Easter adventure. Not long ago, in a land you might know, lived a girl named May and a boy named Joe. They were moving to Pittsburgh and longed to explore, make new friends, have adventures, and many things more. Oh, you can see the sign. Welcome to Pittsburgh. They're moving to a new city. And there's downtown Pittsburgh. That's what it looks here in our city. On the day before Easter, they rode into town. They went to the pet store and looked all around. There in the front was a pen full of bunnies. The small ones were cute, and the big ones were funny. They played with the bunnies and thought for a bit, and then they agreed it was the most perfect fit. The littlest bunny with the smallest hop. "He's ours," May announced. "Let's call him Flop." Oh, and they bought a bunny for a new pet. They're going to take a bunny home with them. And I think Flop is the perfect name for it, don't you? Sure. So Flop joined the family that sunny spring day. The littlest bunny was now home to stay. They played with the bunny until it was late, then settled Flop into his cozy, snug crate. May gave Flop a kiss, and Joe patted his head, and then the two children both climbed into bed. A soft evening breeze blew in through the window, and May and Joe smiled as they slept on their pillows. They went to bed happy that night, didn't they? Because they got a new pet. I love their room, boys and girls, especially because it has a Steelers pennant hanging right there from the bunk beds. If you live in Pittsburgh, you're a Steelers fan. But Flop had no time now to close his own eyes. He was preparing an Easter surprise. He was quite little, that much was true, but tonight our dear Flop had a big job to do. For he had a secret he hadn't let show. He was the Easter Bunny, and he had to go. A magical wind gave his whiskers a tickle. His nose, how it twitched, and his ears, how they wiggled. Soon Flop was quite different than ever before, and he couldn't wait, not for one moment more. He raced through the house and on into the night to where he had hidden his eggs out of sight. His marvelous burrow held Easter eggs plenty. To be quite exact, 9,020,000. He packed up the eggs, he looked at the map, he fastened his goggles and his red flying cap. Off he goes. Is he going to deliver them in a hot air balloon? That's what it looks like. Then Flop hopped right into his hot air balloon, and soon he was soaring as high as the moon. As he watched his first stop grow nearer and nearer, his big Pittsburgh mission became even clearer. How pretty the city looks when it's all lit up at night, huh? First, Flop balanced eggs on a tall building top. Then he went to the park, spreading eggs as he hopped. And then he dashed off for an Easter home run. And then quietly hid chocolate eggs one by one. He's at PNC Park. Took a little break for some baseball, huh? And I love it over here. He's at the Carnegie Library. That's another library here in Pittsburgh. He's finding some good hiding places. With big bounces here and giant jumps there, Flop hid eggs for Pittsburgh everywhere. He flew to the east, to the south, west, and north. He crisscrossed the city. He raced back and forth. Bethel Park, Hazelwood, and Squirrel Hill got treats. Then Regent Square and Shadyside, too, were complete. Virginia Manor, Mount Washington, the list went on and on. Flop was delivering his eggs until dawn. He really does have a big job to do, doesn't he? Yeah, we live in a pretty big city. He has a lot of eggs to hide. Finally, Flop found his very last stop. He came to your house with a bounce and a hop, and there he delivered his Easter surprises, so many eggs of all shapes and sizes. And when he was done, he stopped for a rest. Yes, surely this Easter was one of his best. The morning sun rose on that bright Easter day. It was time to wake up for Joe and for May. But when they went over to find their friend Flop, the door was wide open. His crate was unlocked. There were eggs to discover, as all children know, but we just want Flop, cried May and cried Joe. They looked under their beds, they looked all around, but the littlest bunny just couldn't be found. Who unfolded this map? But whose goggles were these? Then from round the corner came a faint tap, tap. They rushed and they stumbled. It had to be him. And there they found baskets. And something else was tucked in. It's Flop! They cried out, and they held him so close. Joe tickled his ears, and May kissed his pink nose. Flop hugged them back, his new friends so dear. Happy Easter to Pittsburgh! See you next year! The end. What a surprise Flop had, huh? They didn't know that he was the Easter Bunny. No. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that story. I wish you all a happy Easter. And now I want to wish you all a good night. But before we say good night, we have to sing our lullabies, right? So we're going to sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, followed by God Bless the Moon. Will you sing with me at home? Here we go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Very good. And now our moon song. I see the moon and the moon sees me. God bless the moon and God bless me. And God bless you boys and girls at home. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon on 5-Minute Bedtime Stories with Missy Lane. Good night.